Hi, and welcome. Thank you for joining. In the month of October, we had some unexpected low temperatures accompanied with frost. And so, in this video, we want to show you some of the interventions that were made in order to save as much plant as we could. And I'm so thankful to my three heroes for stepping in and putting these steps in place in order to protect the plants. So I'll be presenting 5 strategies that we employed.
All right, this is the day after the rescue. These are all the plants that I put in the garage. They look pretty good. The peppers are nice and vibrant and bright. The basil still has their leaves, flowers. The aloe looks good. Lemongrass still standing up nice and tall. So overall, I think the garage was a save. Nice green pepper leaves. My citrus and my moringa right here. They all look good, still flowering. So that's good. My purple pepper hanging in there. And then these are all of the ones off the back porch we brought in.
No, we can be boss and people. We can be boss. The boss, everybody, people. Come on, come on, people, come on.
Covered up the pineapples last night, so I'm taking them off with this cloth.
Hold it while you're covering it. Because I did this.
To see what they look like. All right, so they don't look too bad.
Hey, Mommy.
Using a shade cloth.
Hey, Mommy, give me.
And last night it got down to like 34 degrees. So the shade cloth really helped. Let's check up this side. Oh, those potatoes got a beat and they were right at the edge.
Mommy, we never eat the pineapple.
Oh, the pepper plant looks good still. That's good.
Mommy, we never eat the pineapple with the flower.
All right, so we're doing the other side and it's looking good. The pepper plant looks good. The peppers are still intact. I got a citrus tree under here that looks good still. So it looked like the shade cloth really helped. The temperature last night was around 34 degrees. So we did what we could to try to save as many plants as possible. This pineapple looks great still, so that's good. So this one over here that was covered with the shade cloth did pretty good. We're gonna go over here to the one that wasn't covered and you can see the difference. The ginger, the greens still look good because they are winter crops, so that's not a problem. But you can see how the wind and the cold affected these plants on this side versus those over there that were covered.
So here we have some sorrel plants, and they took a beating. Nearby those carrots and beets, they're okay. But what we want to point out in this strategy is nearby here we had a structure that we had started. We had the intention to finish up to bring in most of the plants. We're hoping to consolidate all of the makeshift greenhouses in this area, so we won't have to do multiple heating. But what we noticed was although it's partially enclosed, now the top is all in place, but some of the sides are missing. And despite that fact, a lot of the plants were housed here, and they survived the low temperature well over those 3 days. So some sort of canopy will actually help. And hopefully we're looking forward to finishing up the enclosure here. But in the event, there was an emergency and there's some sort of canopy that can be used, it's worth trying if that's the only option that you may have. So they're a little brown here and there, but it's not severe to the extent, where the plants will not recover.
So now we're heading over to this area where we use the tarps to cover the structure. You see how they fared over the cold weather last night. They don't look pretty bad. They look pretty good to me. Let's see. The tarps did a pretty good job also. Everything under here looks nice and healthy for the most part. My mint and a few other things that I got up under here. Alright. This is the other side of the trampoline. Still standing up tall with the flowers. My basil right there. Got some comfrey up under there looking good. And this is the other structure. Everything's still standing up nice and tall. So the tarps did a good job protecting the plants from the cold. Nice and tall. So overall, I'm fairly pleased with the tarps. All right, so now we're gonna do the plastic and the tarp combination on the kennel and see how well they survived. That did a pretty good job. Look how nice and plush and green everything still looks. And plastic on this side, I just pulled back the tarp. Still got my shade cloth over here, but everything looks pretty green and plush. Alright, get back over here. That's a better view. So that looked like that did the job.
So in our final approach, it's really if they are frost tolerant, do nothing. We lost like the yellow squash, but if you have like a hoop structure, some PVC, you could set up a hoop structure and you can place a plastic over it.